If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
Hi, hello, from my new apartment. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So if you didn't know already, which I'm sure you do, because I don't think I've really shut up about it, I moved to Berlin this month. It's now the 6th of August, so I've been here for like nearly a week. And I'm all settled in and I've kind of moved everything in, and my flatmate is currently on holiday actually in Italy. She's gone to Italy. Very jealous. So I have the flat to myself for 2 weeks, which is actually kind of sad. I quite like having people around, but also meant that I can film this flat tour without anybody thinking that I'm a complete lunatic. So I thought I would show you around my flat. I am going to talk about sort of the logistics of, like, you know, finding a place and things in Berlin, because it is very difficult. But I'll do that at the end of the video, because I know a lot of you will just want to see the apartment tour, and for that I cannot judge you. Okay, so this is the inside of my door. It's a really old building that's been renovated, which is why the door looks like this. But I actually really like it. I think it's cool and it's got like a lot of character. And then down here we have just a doormat and a mat for shoes, which I don't really have any shoes on. So maybe I should get that sorted. Then up here in the corner we just have a coat hook. My coats are currently on the back of my door, but in the winter I imagine I'll definitely put them here. And then here is the key ring for the post box and for the rubbish. And we do have a letterbox on our door, but we don't really use that one because we have a letterbox downstairs, which I'll show you when I go and show you the courtyard. And here is all of the electric stuff, which I don't touch because I don't trust myself with that. And then here is the doorbell, so if somebody rings, you know the drill, like just let them in, what have you. As you come into the apartment, this is the view. So this is like the main hall. As you can tell, it has been like renovated because the doors are super big and super old, but the light fixtures and everything are new, which is really nice. I love the doors and the windows. I think that's one of my favorite things about the whole apartment. But anyway, so you walk in, here is the water meter, and then we have this little coffee table, which doesn't really have anything on it at the moment, apart from my keys and this cute little map that they left of Kreuzberg, which is more or less the district that we live in. We actually live in Bergmann-Kiez, which I think is part of Kreuzberg, sort of like on the edge by Tempelhof Airport, which isn't actually an airport anymore. Google it if you're interested. But this is a map that I'm going to have a look through actually and see if there are any cute areas I could go to. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. Anyway, coming in onto the right, we have the kitchen, or die Küche, if we want to speak in German, which I probably should be doing right now. Let me know if you want some videos in German. And I absolutely love this kitchen. It's a perfect size for 3 people. I only have one flatmate at the moment, but one is hopefully going to be moving in September, so that's cool. But we start on the side with the boiler, which terrifies me because sometimes it makes noises, and I've been assured by my mother that that's what it's supposed to do, but nonetheless, not that fun. And then I have my coffee machine, which yes, I did bring over in my suitcase because like I just need it, you know what I mean? And then we have this kettle, which me and my mom went and bought. It was literally like €9, but it does the job for what it needs to do. And I'm sorry about the building work outside. Why have you got to start doing that now? Then we have a fruit bowl, which does have some fruit in it. It also has these peanuts because I made a pad thai last night, and some lemons and some limes and some mini bananas, and I'm gonna have one of those in a bit. And then we have the hob. Yeah, it's a hob. It's a very fast hob actually. It does I need to clean it actually because I didn't clean it properly yesterday, but it does heat up very, very quickly, and then extractor fan as well. And then some of the last residents did leave some of these, and I bought a couple of them because I've been cooking, which has been very expensive, but now I've got them, it's fine because I'm not going to need to buy them for a while. And then we have the Küchenreiniger, kitchen cleaner, and a variety of different sauces and oils and things and vinegars and what have you, because this is what I meant about the boiler. But yeah, that's that. And then we also have a sink, shocker. We just have some typical, you know, cleaning things, hand wash, dishwash. Again, need to clean the sink, but I fell asleep last night before I did it. And then some chopping boards, some kitchen towel, because you literally can't live without kitchen towel, a toaster and a microwave, which I have yet to figure out exactly what these settings are, but we'll get there. We also just have various cupboards which have various things in. This one's got a lot of baking stuff in. This is the dishwasher. I'm so grateful for a dishwasher. Words cannot express how grateful I am for a dishwasher, because washing up is my least favourite thing to do. This one has got like toiletries and cleaning stuff in, and this one has like cutlery, although it came with like so much useful stuff. Like I bought my milk frother with me only to find that there was already one here, and there was literally everything that you could possibly need, which is great. Even wire tags, you know what I mean. And that's the oven. All my food is in this drawer here, which is a bit chaotic, but I actually vibe with the chaos. Don't mind my ankle brace, long story. I can walk on it again now, so it's fine. And here is the window. The view out the back is gorgeous. It's a lovely sunny day here in Berlin today. It's like 34 degrees. We're having a heat wave at the moment. And down there is the courtyard. And if you actually look really closely, there is a person like etched into the courtyard, which I fully rate. I will go down there in a bit when there aren't people down there, but I'm not going to go and film the courtyard whilst there are people, because that would be really awkward. But yeah, lovely, lovely view to sit and eat breakfast too. And the windows are cool as well, because they open this way, but they also open this way. That did not work, but you get the general gist of what I'm trying to say. They open both ways. Oh my god, no, that's not good. But there we go. Okay. Here is a clip of the courtyard. I'm obsessed with it. It's so nice to come out here, have a glass of wine. The mural on the wall is so pretty as well. Lots of plants, and it catches the sun for most of the day. And I love this one on the back as well. And there's cute little bikes, and basically it makes me feel like I'm in Call Me By Your Name or some sort of European movie, which is great. So what a win, basically. And yeah, the curtains are just curtains. And then down here, this looks a bit chaotic, and that's because it kind of is, but also it's me saving the environment. So that's normal rubbish, that's paper, that's glass, that's plastic. I just like go and empty them out and reuse these bags. And they're from Edeka, which is the supermarket that's on our street. We also have a Netto, but I do really like Edeka, even if it's a bit more expensive. But Netto is very good for like vegetables and things like that. Here's the fridge, pretty bog standard fridge. A cleaning plan, which we've yet to fill out because it's just me in the apartment at the moment. Bit of a chaotic mix of things in here at the moment, but yeah, I mean, it's keeping me fed, so that's fine. And then we have this lovely framed picture. I think it's of Paris, because it says La Galerie du Chat, and I assume that that is French. And it's really, really nice, and the dining area is really, really cute. Really nice to just sit and have some dinner here. And the plates are kind of funky as well. That's a really like rogue thing to say, but they're quite nice, which I really rate. And yeah, that's the kitchen essentially. Ignore these like excuses for mugs. I bought myself other mugs which are currently in the dishwasher, that are normal tea drinking size, so everything is fine. And then coming out of the kitchen, you come into my bedroom. It's absolutely huge, which is a problem with dust. It gets dusty very quickly because of the laminate, but that's okay. But honestly, the view is incredible. Like, I am on Bergmannstrasse, which is honestly such a gorgeous street. As you can see, there are so many cafes. That one's shut, but late into the night, you can just hear people talking and laughing and having fun. And it's such a lively street. There are so many independent shops and cafes, and there's a lovely little sort of marketplace down there that does like daily sort of sales, and there are secondhand book sales that randomly just pop up on the street, and yeah, it's just fantastic. But as you can see, the view is, I mean, it's pretty god tier. Even when it's raining, it's so pretty. So on the back of the door, I have just my coats. I got this over the door rack from Primark because obviously I was very limited in what I could bring in terms of luggage, because I didn't really want to pay lots of money, and I feel like I didn't really need like to bring too much. So me and my mom went to Primark and we managed to get everything in this room for like less than €100, which is really, really good. So that's just holding everything on the back of the door. My voice just broke a little bit then. And then you come this way to the bedside table. That is a book that I got for €2 yesterday at a book sale. It's Die Heimkehr by Bernhard Schlink, and Der Vorleser, the reader, I'm sure you've probably heard of that if you've studied German at school, is one of my favourite books, so I'm very excited to tear through that, but I fell asleep last night because I had to get up at 5:30 this morning. And then I have this coaster which me and my mum got the other day. It just says Berliner Mauer because, actually, fun fact, the Berlin Wall, where the Berlin Wall used to be, there is still a line of some sort that you can walk along across the whole of Berlin, and some of it is still intact over at the East Side Gallery, but the rest of it is marked with plaques like that, and I just thought it was a nice coaster. Then I have my Alexa, which is not switched on yet because we don't have Wi-Fi. Any videos you're seeing from me at the moment are being uploaded by me sitting in Starbucks for like hours on end, so I hope you're enjoying them. And then we've got this fan, which was like €10, because it's really hot at the moment, and my mom was like, you need a fan, and she was right, because moms are always right. And then we have this box of electrics. This was from Primark. Ignore all the cables in the back, that's my Alexa because it's not yet plugged in. Which has straighteners, hairdryer, screen protectors, plug adapters, batteries, and a pack of playing cards because who knows when I'm gonna need them. And then this is my bed. This is from Peru, a market stall in Peru. It's made out of alpaca wool, as you can see by the alpaca. And I love this blanket. And then this bedspread is from Primark. No, it's not, that's a lie, it's from Tesco. The giant pillow just came with the room. It does kind of ruin the bed vibes, but it's so comfy, so it's staying there. And as you can see, the duvet cover is like way too big for the duvet because continental duvets are just a weird size, but it doesn't bother me because it's just me sleeping in it because I am #forever alone, so that's fine. And then I've also got these really cute fairy lights, which were €2 from Primark, and one of the stars has fallen off. So I will have to locate that later. Then you move over to the sofa area. This just came with the room. It's a brown sofa and an orange carpet. Little bit garish, can't lie to you. But we are just rolling with it because I'm not here to be an interior designer. And honestly, I was just really grateful to have a sofa area because the apartment doesn't have a living room. A lot of apartments in Berlin, especially like student ones, don't have living rooms. Which is something that I'd noticed on the flat hunt. That's totally fine with me because like the kitchen is a social area as well, and we have a courtyard downstairs that we can sit in too, and I have a sofa and a coffee table here. I don't have a TV because I don't really watch TV, I just watch things on my laptop, so that's fine by me. So this is the coffee table. It has my face masks on, all lined up very nicely with my sunglasses on. This cute little potted plant is from Primark again. You're going to start to notice a theme here. And then here I have a really cute invitation to brunch from our neighbours who are French. They invited us to go for brunch in the courtyard on Sunday, which is super, super sweet of them. Another book that I got in that book sale yesterday for €2. And my AirPods and my Guardian Weekly, which I've had rerouted to here because as much as I want to immerse myself in the German language, I love the Guardian Weekly and I read it every week, so yeah. And then there's my phone, and this coaster I also got from Checkpoint Charlie because I'm a bitch for coasters, I love them. And this bottle is from Typo, which is a really cool store, and I got this from Edinburgh, the Glasgow Typo I think it was, and I really like it, and I'll be taking it to work with me every day. And then those are the marks from the tripod where I've just had the tripod. Down there I just have my little rucksack and my big bag and extension cable, which usually sits up here to be honest. And it's just charging my Apple Watch at the moment, which has been great because it's been tracking my steps and allowing me to work out. And before I hurt my ankle, yeah, work out. But yeah, when this doesn't hurt as much, then we'll go back to that. And then I got this throw from Primark. These two cushions are from TK Maxx and these two came with the room. I mean, it's not exactly the pinnacle of interior design, but it's a comfy sofa and people can sleep on it when they come to stay. And I think it works. I think it does the job nicely. For those people that are interested, down here I have some books, my Nintendo Switch, which I've not played for a while, sorry Animal Crossing villagers, my laptop, and makeup as well. Got some good books here though that I'm really excited to read, but I really should be reading in German, so I'm gonna like maybe not read these right away because I want to try and immerse myself in the language, because Berlin is a very English city, so yeah. Over here on this windowsill I have this little jewellery holder, which is from Primark. Has all of my earrings on. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can, it's fine. Has all of my earrings on. And then this little plant is also from Primark. These literally cost like €4 a piece. And that is like the rest of my jewellery, so like my stud earrings and things like that, because I have an inordinate amount of earrings. And that's a radiator, which I'm praying will work when it comes to the winter. And on this windowsill I just have this mirror again. Can you guess where it's from? Primark. And then I have my laundry there, which I need to do, but that is also from Primark. And my tripod, which is usually folded down, but obviously I've been using it for this video, so yeah, normally that's just sort of in the corner. And then I have this massive wardrobe, thank God for that, because you know me, I have a lot of clothes. I didn't actually bring that many clothes with me, because I'm good like that. But up there I have my jeans, a few extra jumpers, my skirts, and then we also got these hangers from Primark, very cheap. And on here I just have jumpers, some blouses that I got the other day for work, summer clothes, which I didn't bring enough of because I didn't think it'd be that warm, and now it is like middle of a heat wave, but that's fine, that's what a washing machine is for. And all of my shoes, my Nikes are absolutely destroyed, and these are the shoes responsible for me spraining my ankle, so thanks for that. And some bags, and then down here I have my underwear, my fitness gear, my PJs, and first aid kits, which actually literally on my first day here came to my aid, because I had to use the bandage in there before I could find a, what's it called, a Fußgelenk band is what an ankle compression is called, or a Compression Verband, and that's what it's called in German, and so now I know that, which I didn't know before, so that's great. And I also have a couple of resistance bands in there as well for when I can actually eventually exercise again. And that is basically the wardrobe. Then over here we have my desk area. I'm assuming all of the furniture is from IKEA, because I mean it screams IKEA to me, and I think most of the things in this apartment are from IKEA. And it's got this really nice chair, and this is my little tote bag that has carrier bags in, which I take with me when I go to the shop. And over here I have my iPad. I have this really cute pencil case, which is again from Typo. It's got loads of doggos on it, I love it. Then I got this photo frame from Primark, and we found this in the Ampelman store. I'm sure you've probably heard about Ampelman. I think I've mentioned it a few times in my videos. If not, Google it. It's a fun story about East versus West Germany's traffic light systems. But we thought that was really cute, and I haven't got a photo to put in it at the moment, but I actually kind of, I like that. Then there's my deodorant, perfume, which I got on the plane because it's my favourite perfume and it was on offer, and a reed diffuser, which is actually quite sorry looking, again from Primark, and another mirror because I apparently need 2 mirrors. No, I'm kidding, that one was way too small to straighten my hair in, so that's why I got the other one. And then this lamp, which is definitely from IKEA because I've seen these all over IKEA, and it's like a cool swizzly lamp. A candle which was left there when I came last time. My planner, a notebook, you know, just basically just random documents just sat there with a pen. And I really like that it sort of, I think this must have been sort of like, you know, like I'm trying to imagine in like 1872 when this building was like, you know, didn't look like this. You know, this must have sort of been like a dining room maybe that linked into sort of the living parlour, you know, but anyway, I like it there. I think it's cool, even though we definitely need to like put something underneath because there's like a small gap, which means that I can hear everything in the other room, but that's fine because I sleep very easily anyway. So yeah, that is my room. Obviously it's not like super decorated and furnished because I'm living here for only like 5 months. But as I said, I think the view is worth it. The windows are honestly gorgeous. And yeah, waking up to this every morning sure is a treat. So when you come out of my room, this is my flatmate's room. I'm obviously not going to go in there because that would be a gross invasion of her privacy. And this is the third room, which nobody is living in at the moment, as you can tell, but it's also a very nice room. I'm so tempted to steal this rug. Like, I really want the rug. But this is the view out of this room. Again, so super nice. It's just really stunning. This whole area is honestly like the prettiest area of, like the prettiest residential area of Berlin. But as you can see, same weird shaped duvet. I'm not really sure what that's about, but such is the way the world works. Anyway, I also really like that they've left some books. The last owners have left some books. So I might have a look at those at some point, see if they're worth reading. And there is also just a random TV remote, but there's no TV. So I don't know if they left that and forgot about it, but that's fine. And then here we have the Hoover, and it hasn't got like one of the like flat heads, which is stressing me out because like this apartment is gonna need hoovering like regularly because it's obviously gonna build up a lot of dust. I need to get some like a dusting, you know, like duster stuff, because honestly every single surface just becomes so dusty so quickly. But then that's just the nature of the apartment. And then we have the bathroom. So in here we have the mirror and we have me, hello. Oh, my button's come undone. And then again we have building work, which is great, but I have some soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, my hairbrush. These aren't usually here, but because my flatmate's not here, I've just left them out, you know. Hand towel, microfiber cloth, and some cleaning product for the shower and the bath, because there's very like high levels of limestone in the water here, but that's the same as at home. I'm gonna have to go and shut the window again. Oh my days. Cute little mat here. We have a bath and a shower, which I am so frigging grateful for because I do love having a bath. But my only gripe, and this is not even that much of a gripe, but it's just something that I've noticed, is that because the head of the bath is this way, like that's where you're supposed to lie yourself, but I would put my laptop there if I wanted to watch Netflix. So I need to figure out that conundrum at some point, like how I'm gonna do that, but that's fine. Yeah, but it also there's also a shower in the bath. So there's 2 showers. I don't know when you'd ever need 2, but this is very useful for just cleaning out the bath, so that's great. Funky fresh bath mat here, and this is literally just what every single shower looks like. There's my shampoo, conditioner and wash. Little bin, toilet, which has one of them funky fresh things in because I love those, and I bought one. Really cute toilet roll with cute people on it, and it says, well, cute people, they're not people, they're some sort of rodent. I love you like, oh, they're otters. I love you like no otter, have an utterly amazing day. That's fun. They were the cheapest ones in ADK, so yeah. Mop, more mops, and the glory that is a washing machine. Circuit Laundry has got nothing on having a private washing machine. I am gassed about this. Like, I don't have to pay extra. All I have to pay for is the laundry tabs and the fabric softener, which is there. I'm really happy about this. And there is a drying rack also, should I need it, which I will obviously. And then we have a warm, like a heated towel rail, which has my towel and my Turby Twist on because I had a shower earlier. So yeah. Okay, so where do I start? So Berlin is like a notoriously difficult city to find apartments in, and I think that definitely goes more for non-students. I was very lucky in that I had the kind of student advantage. Even though I'm not studying in Berlin, I'm doing a work experience placement, and in Germany a lot of people have got to do a work experience placement as part of their degree. It's called a it's not called a flick, it's called a Pflichtpraktikum, which is like a compulsory work experience placement, and that meant that I can still say that I'm a student here because I am technically doing something that's part of my degree. So I downloaded an app called WG gesucht because lots of people here live in WGs, which are Wohngemeinschaften, which is basically just lots of people, like a flat share. That's literally what it basically is. And they vary loads in size, from like 2 people to like huge houses full of like lots and lots of people. I personally wanted to live with Germans, but I found very quickly that it's actually really hard to find a nice apartment. I put out like an advert on WG gesucht, like, hi, I'm a student, just basically said a little bit about myself, like, and lots of people did actually respond to my advertisement, which was cool. I did find that it's actually really hard to find an apartment very far in advance. Like, most of the best advertisements come like a month, if not weeks before. So a lot of people recommend that you move to Berlin and stay in an Airbnb and then go and look, because the apartment market is really competitive here, and a lot of people will ask you to come in for a WG-Gespräch, which is basically just an interview, and like it can be literally really competitive, and you can have to go for like multiple interviews and stuff. It's like very cutthroat, because obviously people want to make sure that you're like the right sort of person. I struck completely lucky with this apartment, like I'm gonna say it now, I'm not even putting a finer point on it. I was so lucky. I just saw this room and I was like, wow, I love the windows, and it looked quite dark and stuff, but then I sort of messaged and was like, hi, I'm kind of interested, because it said that there were German people living here, and he was like, oh, the last person's just actually moved out, but we're gonna sort of like build it back up again, so like other people will be moving in at the same time as you, and one of them is German. And I was like, oh, fab. So my flatmate is German, she's really lovely, and it means that I am speaking German in the flats all the time, which is hard, like, because I actually didn't realise how much of my everyday vocab had slipped while I've been at uni, because at uni, like, you're just doing really complex things and you sometimes forget that you need like the basics, but that's what the year abroad is for, literally. But anyway, so I messaged the guy back and I was like, hi, like, it's really nice. He sent me a video of it, he sent me like loads of really detailed like contracts and things and that I could read through, and it was like fully great. It's kind of like it's a student figure, so it's literally just for students, which I also really like, and it's just for women, which I also really like, because obviously, you know me, I'm like inept with the male species anyway, as it is, let alone living with one. And also you just feel safer, don't you, really, like, so yeah, I was really lucky. This apartment is gorgeous. It's a renovated Altbau, so it's got like really big windows and doors, and it's really spacious and airy. I have actually got 0 complaints, apart from the fact that it's on the 3rd floor and there's no lift, obviously, because it's an old building, but that is fine by me, because I am getting a really good bum from walking up and down those stairs like 2 or 3 times a day, and also when my ankle doesn't hurt anymore, which hopefully will be in the next couple of days, actually, it's definitely got a lot better. I won't really struggle walking up and down those stairs, so that's fine. My rent is 560 euros a month, which is actually very reasonable for Berlin and for the size of the apartment and the amount of facilities that I got with the apartment as well. Like, it was fully furnished, like fully equipped. The only thing it didn't have was Wi-Fi, because they've just sort of set up the new apartment, and like I just ordered that really quickly, and it's costing me 10 euros a month, which is, again, not that painful. The costs of moving are more than you would think. I had to pay £75 for 3 extra suitcases, like on the plane, if you know what I mean, but that was cheaper than getting my stuff shipped over, so that was fine. And my parents are going to drive to pick me up, corona permitting, because they want to do like a road trip sort of vibe, and I'm fully for that. So on the way back, it will just cost us the cost in petrol to drive back. And also when we got here, we had to like go out and buy a few things. Obviously, naturally, that costs money as well, so I had to go out and get like some cleaning stuff that had sort of run out. I had to get like a fan, a kettle that just maybe the old owner had taken with them, and a few sort of bits and bobs to make the apartment feel a bit more homey, which came to like not a lot of money, but still a sum of money. And I also had to sorry, I just got a message and I totally lost my train of thought. I also had to do a food shop that cost a fair bit of money, but like living is expensive, like life is expensive. Berlin, I would not say, is a very expensive city to live in. It's about as expensive as a capital city like you would expect. It's nowhere near as expensive as London, like literally not even close. The average food shop, like there's an Edeka, as I said, which is basically the same as like an M&S. and then there's also like a Netto, and like, you know what a Netto is because we have them in the UK in some places. But yeah, generally it's been relatively easy to move in. It was really nice that my mom came with me. I'm so grateful that she did, because that really helped, not only with just like unpacking and going and buying all the stuff, but also just having somebody here to like settle me in. And it was also really nice because I could show my mom Berlin. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with the area. The area is just gorgeous. It's Bergmann-Kiez. If you're looking to move to Berlin, it's really, really, really nice. And the street is really lively. The neighborhood is absolutely fantastic. It's got lots of parks, lots of green spaces. I'll do a proper video about sort of like generally moving to Berlin. This was more about like the flat. But I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I am absolutely in love with my apartment. I feel so comfortable here. I feel so safe here. It's really, really lovely. It's really spacious. It's a really nice place to come home to, compared to my apartment that I stayed in last year, which you guys know for a lot of reasons was just like a bit of a traumatic experience. But this is really airy, light, clean, in a really lovely area, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that's basically everything that I have to show you about this flat. I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm so, so grateful that it all worked out really well. I was so panicked at the start of when COVID hit that, because my year abroad did completely fall apart. Like all of my plans just melted away overnight, and that was such a big panic. And the university were talking about making it online, or perhaps even making us do our finals a year early, and like that was naturally just enough for anybody to like be stressed. But after, it did take a lot of work, a lot of like reapplying for new placements and stuff, but I have managed to sort of claw together at least the first part of my year abroad. Obviously I don't know if things are going to get worse over the next couple of months, but I'm sensible, I'm mature, I can make decisions like an adult when it comes to things like that. So yeah, this video has been very long. I'm not sure when it's going to go up, because I'm thinking if this is like 20 minutes and it's going to be a lot of gigabytes, I don't think that Starbucks Wi-Fi will be good enough to upload this. But I'm going to maybe try and go to the library, because the library's got very reliable Wi-Fi, and if I just sort of sit and get some work done, read a book or something and upload this, that might work. Because I've not got Wi-Fi for 2 weeks, which is so fine, like that's natural, but it's just a bit annoying and costs a lot of money in data, because I need like data to sort of like do my job. But yeah, that's everything. Anyway, sorry this was such a long video, but I just thought it was best for me to talk about everything in general. And so now you know. If you did enjoy this video, give it a massive thumbs up, and also do comment down below any sort of videos that you would like to see while I'm here, maybe like a morning routine, or like recommendations in the area, or a video auf Deutsch in German. I definitely want to make a video in German like very soon, so that I can compare my level of German now to my level of German in December. I'm quite panicked that I'm not going to improve that much, I can't lie, 'cause I just feel like it's really hard to like avoid English while you're here. But yeah, other than that, I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye guys. Mwah.